sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra we have represented with the color orange. It is just about 3 fingers, or you can think of like the width of your palm below your belly button. And this is our area of creativity. So hence why I am wearing, it's not orange, but I am wearing my first ever knitted scarf. So I had just learned to knit. I come from a family of knitters, and since the sacral chakra is all about creativity, I have been expressing that and wanted to share with you my first ever knitted finished product, which is my scarf I'm wearing. So the sacral chakra is very important because if it's out of balance, it's all about our relationships, okay? And that can even be a relationship with yourself, okay? So have you lost the ability, or have you lost yourself? So with that, it's about emotions. It is associated with water. Okay, so water and our emotions, those go together. And it also, here is the symbol that we have for the sacral chakra here. Okay. And with that, we have some crystals and some stones, but first I wanted to share with you, I have this list that I have for myself printed out, and that is all of the emotions, okay? But as you can see, the core in the center, all of them kind of derive into some main categories. Okay, so again, the sacral chakra is all about your emotions. So the ones, if you can't see, are in the center are, this is just a few, but fear, anger, sadness, surprise, joy, and love. And of course, that leads into things like longing and desire, peacefulness, which is one of what I'm striving to do with this channel, is to give you tools to have a more peaceful life and or be able to calm your vagus nerve, so that when you get in those states of anxiety or like life is just a little too much, that you feel like you have something you can do for yourself personally that you don't need a lot of tools for. You can arrive at that through giving yourself a couple minutes of calm. But we also have, you know, some irritability, rage, aggravated, annoyed. Some positive ones would be if you're shocked, like from a surprise or amazed. Also, if you are optimistic or proud or cheerful. So those are just some that I wanted to share with you. As you know, I always like to bring up which crystals I have been collecting crystals most of my life. I don't even want to say adult life because it started very, very young. So the crystals that will be associated with the sacral, and there are many, so I'm only sharing a few, but you can start with thinking of the color orange, and that will give you a start. So this is a carnelian. This does support the sacral energy center, which is the second energy center of the main 7 in the chakra system that we're talking about in this series. Also have tiger's eye. This one is a gold tiger's eye. It does have some blue in it. There's also red. Okay, and then if you get into the other tiger's eye, you have one of my favorites I'm wearing is, this is gold tiger's eye with Petersite, which is a type of tiger's eye that is one of my favorites. Okay, then we have, and today we're going to talk about tiger's eye a little bit further, so let me just show you a couple more. This is a jasper, A little more on the red side, but it is for the root and for the sacral. And then I have some desert jasper here. There's also iron tiger's eye that would also work for this, and some of them cross over, whether it's root and sacral or sacral and solar plexus. But the bottom three of the 7 chakras are kind of your foundational, your foundation, okay? So you do need to work on those, as well as working on the ones that everyone really likes to concentrate on, which are the upper 7 of the 7. We also have, as far as stones, moonstone, which is one of my favorite. Okay, so we aren't going to read on the moonstone today. I'll just give you some tips on the moonstone. We're going to read the tiger's eye for today. So I do have a couple examples of some moonstone for you. And going back to the jaspers, I did bring my polychrome jasper too, and that can also be for the sacral chakra. All right, so moonstone, this is a rainbow moonstone. It's in the rough, and you can see some tourmaline in there, black tourmaline for protection and grounding. This one was given to me by my friend who came to visit. She went to the store with me, and she got me this one. I collect stones that have hearts on them. This one does have a heart on it. I know it'll be hard to see, but that's why this one is special to me. Sometimes the rainbow moonstones can have kind of a bluish tint to it, or it can be orange, all different colors. You can have purple that you'll see in there, but pretty much almost all the colors of the rainbow, if you can find them. Some more common than others, obviously. Then I have my black moonstones. This is a palm stone. It's a black moonstone, and I have a polarity moonstone. And again, I collect hearts, so here is one that is a black moonstone, and you can see it has quite a bit of white on it, and you can't see the flash, but there is one there. This is a polarity moonstone there, and then of course, like I said, I do love my rainbow moonstones. All right, so let's read a little bit about the tiger's eye. So it allows you to see situations clearly and powerfully. It assists in decision making, and it allows you to open deeply to spiritual wisdom and live in a day-to-day basis. So it enhances courage and strength and allows you to stay focused on a task. It supports in challenging and confrontational situations, and it supports in finding your inner truth to draw in courage from when you need to face challenges. Okay, so ignite your inner warrior as you step up with your courageous heart in your day-to-day life. All right. And with that, we have some essential oils that are associated with that as well. So we have sandalwood, we have yang yang, and which is one of my favorite flower ones. And then we have what is another one? So anyway, we are going to use the, oh, I know, it's sweet orange. Of course, orange. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the sweet orange since we are talking about our sacral chakra here. And let's do some breathing. Okay, so you can rub your hands together even if you don't have any essential oils. It creates energy, And we want to create energy for our creativity and our emotions and our healthy relationships, especially with ourselves. Okay, so breathe in and let go on your out breath, anything that's not serving you. And breathe in and breathe out. Any tension, anything that's keeping you from having a creative, healthy relationship with yourself. And breathe in and breathe out. Okay, and with that, I want to talk about the vibration of the sacral chakra, and that is the color orange and vibration. So what we have here is is the D note. Okay, so I'll play it for you. And while we're letting that D note resonate, I have some sacral chakra cards. And if you have a journal, you can go get it and pause this video. But I will pull a question that has to do with our sacral chakra, which again are our emotions, our creativity. It can be also sexual in nature. It is associated with kind of the womb and the sexual organs. So again, keeping those healthy and making sure that your chakra stays open. And we will do a meditation as soon as we pick our card. So this says, what do you remember about being a child? Were they positive touches, negative touches? What was your upbringing? Was it one of clarity and safety? Are you carrying within you the secret of any sexual abuse? You can write in your journal and draw any memories that, that they are just a feeling. They can be a memory unless you've worked on kind of releasing that. But, just think about and make sure that you give yourself, loving touches and hugs and feeling of safety and soundness. And then that also reflects in your outward relationships as well. So if you work on yourself, then you will be better to others. I kind of like to think of this chakra as if you, like when you're on an airplane and they say, please place the mask over yourself in case of emergency and then assist others. The sacral chakra is that for me as far as when I think of doing self-care. Okay, so providing enough expression for myself, whether that be the anger, happy, sad, joyful, all those different ones that we just talked about in the beginning of the video. So with that, the sacral chakra is one that I feel is very important. It is one that if it's dysfunctional, it does show up in kind of your creativity and your trust in self and in others as well. So with that, we will go ahead and let's do another breathing. This time I want you to put your hands on your sacral chakra, which is about 3 fingers below your belly button, or a fist width, whichever, but below your belly button. So if you put your thumb on your belly button, where your fist is, it will be right below there. Okay, so let's put that there and breathe in and think of having a good relationship with yourself, doing something special, self-love for you today. and breathe out. What's something creative you can do for yourself today besides your journaling? And breathe in. What's a hobby that you wanted to explore? And breathe in and breathe out. And because our card of courage today was the tiger's eye, breathe in courage to try that new creative hobby that you have always had in mind and that you've wanted to start. And you're going to start that this week if you're brave enough to do so, and breathe out. As with all my videos, it is not meant to be a replacement for any medical advice, but an enhancement to what you're already doing for yourself, whether that is for your mental health and or for your physical health. This is more that piece of spiritual health that I can provide for you. So with that being said, let's go ahead and think about everything that we're going to do creative this week. And with the sound of D, we will close out our time together. And with that, I wish you the best. Please put below any of the orange or other sacral related stones that you like to carry, or crystals. Don't forget to journal. Please like, share, and subscribe so that I can bring you more from this series. And I wish you a creative, healthy relationship full of life this week and always. Namaste.